On the shed, a phrase that to drivers and firemen means the end of the run, another journey safely completed. But it means much more than that. What does happen to an engine in between runs? Well, let's see. As soon as the train comes to a standstill, the driver makes an immediate examination of his engine. Practiced hands feel bearings and big ends. Yes, engines have big ends just like motor cars, so that any tendency to run hot can be corrected. Not much time to waste in the station, though. Platforms are required for other trades, so we must be moving.
Right, Tom.
Engine on the shed means another journey that starts when the coaches are backed slowly out of the station. A journey that is part of the system that keeps British Railways the safest and most reliable in the world. Near to all big traffic centres are located engine sheds, which in addition to serving as garages, act the part of father, mother and nursemaid to the 7,000 engines that are under their care. A carefully devised schedule of examination, cleaning and repairing ensures that every engine that takes the road will be as mechanically perfect as it is possible to make it. The engine shed, and there are 231 of them, is responsible for the engine's mechanical efficiency on the road.
Ease up.
Coaches are taken off to the carriage sheds, where they will be washed, cleaned and examined, ready for their next journey. And our engine is ready to go on the shed. The first job here is to turn the engine. The turntable turns the heaviest engines in 1.5 minutes. It is actually operated by the engine itself, by means of a vacuum tractor.
Back a foot. Go!
The engine correctly balanced, the locking bars are placed in position. The job is really simplicity itself. Connect the pipe to the vacuum on the engine. Operate the lever controlling the compression motor. And well, the engine just goes around and around. And it finishes up here. The engine backs off the turntable to take a road for the water column. While the fireman waters the engine, the driver books on the pit.
To 170, 1030 ex Houston, on the shed, 235.
Water delivered at the rate of 1,000 gallons a minute fills the 4,000-gallon tank in, of course, 4 minutes, and the engine is ready for coaling. modern coaling plant has a capacity of 350 tons. The tender of a modern express engine holds up to 9 tons of coal. Truckloads of coal are tipped bodily into the giant hopper, which, operated automatically, rises to the top of the building and discharges its contents into bunkers. The coaling plant can coal 4 engines at the same time with either of 2 grades of coal. A mechanical device records the number of the engine, dialed by the fireman, and the amount of fuel supplied. Imperative data for checking consumption. Water sprayed on the coal keeps down dust. A jigger sets in motion the flow of coal. From the coaling plant to the ash pits. Ashes which collect on the run are shoveled from the smoke box down a chute, water again acting as a dust layer. The chute carries the ashes to a hopper, and the ash lifting plant discharges them direct into a wagon without intermediate handling. Now to remove the fire. First it is broken down with a pricker to facilitate lifting the fire out of the box. Then it is paddled out and thrown down the chute. Now to deal with the ash pan.
Open your damper, Tom.
After deadening the ashes with a hose, the ash pan is raked out, the ashes being carried through a grid in the floor to the hopper on the ash lifting plant.
It's an overcooked job this, Tom.
Despite the absence of the fire, the engine still has ample steam to take her to the shed. And here she will remain until it is time to get her ready for the next run.